Um, all right, it appears we are live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the winners round three round of the Wii Sports 9-hole golf tournament. My name is Paul in the Mall, and I will be on commentary for this match. We got our two players, Garrett, the number 2 seed, and Baconator, the number 10 seed. This is looking to be a very exciting match. Hope you guys are looking forward to it as well. But as exciting as this match is going to be, I have something that you guys will love even more. We were actually able to get a hold of world-famous musician and producer DJ Brap, fresh off of his Fart Love global tour. DJ Brap, would you like to say a few words for the crowd?
Hey yo, my name is DJ Brad. You smell what I'm talking about?
Thank you, DJ Brap.
Thank you for having me. Thanks for having me, everyone. I had to cancel my show at the Children's Hospital for this, but I regret nothing. Let's do some golf.
Awesome. First off, DJ Brap, do you have any thoughts as to who's going to win this thing and any predictions off the bat?
Well, believe it or not, I've actually never even heard of the sport golf before.
Okay, so I guess you're the wrong person to be in the commentary booth. Without further ado, let's get this thing started. Are both of our competitors ready? They appear to both be at the start screen with their 9-hole games selected. So I'm going to go ahead and give a countdown. We'll get this thing moving. In 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Alrighty, both players are off. It appears Garrett did start about half a second earlier, but it shouldn't be too bad of a delay. I do not expect to see any
I've never
funny
been more
business
excited,
here.
Paul.
Good to hear, DJ Brap. These are both very serious competitors. I don't expect to see any funny business. I think this is going to be a very good match, and I'm looking forward to it as we get started on hole 1 here.
I agree. I've known Garrett since we were children, and he doesn't play around.
Garrett hitting his second shot onto the green. Baconator with a wedge to get what? Garrett, what was that putt by Garrett? It appears he hit it very wide, and Baconator gearing up for the driver chip from the edge of the green. Both players missing driver chips from the fringe. I am in shock. What is?
I've never seen anything like this.
I don't think the players
literally
know where the hole is. Garrett hitting his ball out of bounds. Both players have been on the green, I believe, multiple times. But who will be the first to make the ball in the hole after a solid minute and 15 seconds of gameplay?
Oh my god, what was that putt by Garrett?
I cannot believe what I'm seeing. I think these players are brain phobic. They are actually afraid of using their brains.
I can't believe it. And I thought the kid at the Children's Hospital was brain phobic.
Garrett's like 50-something yards out, and once again, both players missing driver chips. They're giving up at almost the exact same time. This is a very close race, folks. On hole 2, we are seeing a disconnect shot by Garrett into the water. Baconator hits his a little over the bunker. No, I believe he's still in the bunker. Garrett, his driver chip is in. You will get a birdie for this hole with a disconnect into a bunker driver chip. Baconator making his chip in, and we're on to hole 3. Garrett about a full shot ahead of Baconator at this point. Garrett taking the left path with about a 3 1/3 power shot. Baconator doing a right to red line manip to counteract that southwest wind that will get him on the island as well. Garrett's second shot lands him in the bunker as Baconator will be gearing up for his second shot now. Garrett sending his ball very, very wide of the target as Baconator hits a approach shot right next to the green. This is the strangest
I can't believe he
match.
used the driver from the bunker. What is he thinking?
I do not know. You know as much as I do. What?
Oh my god!
What was that shot by Garrett? That was like a direct
That was something I've
chip
never
in.
seen before.
I don't think you've seen any of this, considering you don't even know what golf is. Baconator with his chip, not from a bunker. He does not need the crutch that Garrett needed to get his shot in. We are over. We are approaching 3.5 minutes, and both players are only on hole 4. I am very curious to see what the final times will be of this match. The chat in Resort Fest is also very confused, as I'm seeing question mark messages by many people. Let me say, I am just as confused as you all.
We have no idea what's going on.
I thought there would be no funny business here. This is the funniest business I think I've
But
ever
there is a
seen.
bit of monkey business.
Yes, I think that is a good way to put it, DJ Brad. This is a lot of monkey business. Garrett finally making his in for a triple bogey, and Baconator also getting his chip in for a double bogey. Garrett will be using disconnect strats on 5. I do not believe we will be seeing that from Baconator, though. Baconator with another right red line manip. Garrett hits his
Oh my
second
god, he
shot.
went for the Ronald Reagan fish shot. I learned about this in primary school.
Garrett drilling another driver chip to move on from hole 5 to 6. That was a great eagle from Garrett. Baconator hitting the flag but not dropping his ball in the hole. This will be quite a lead for Garrett.
This is the hole yet again!
Garrett hitting 2 back-to-back disconnects. Oh, he actually failed his second one, as Baconator does make his chip for a par on hole 5. That will bring both of our competitors to hole 6, as we are running up on the 5-minute mark.
And I thought this would be a sub-5 run.
Garrett hits another chip. We have not seen a single player put the ball into the hole yet. Baconator barely making it across the river with that shot. He hit the rock. As Garrett goes for the shortcut on hole 7, scraping it into the bunker, and that's where his ball will come to rest. Going for an iron chip from the bunker and barely missing to the left. Baconator sets himself up for a chip on hole 6.
Fun fact from DJ Brap: iron chips will break your teeth.
Yes, if you do try to eat an iron chip, it will probably hurt your mouth. Baconator hitting his shot at full power, but still unable to clip the flag. Garrett missing a very far chip on 7. As Baconator,
yeah, I'm surprised he didn't make it, to be completely honest.
Baconator skidding through on the shortcut. I am absolutely bewildered by what is happening in this round. It's hard to process everything that I'm seeing on the screen right now.
That's an easy putt from Garrett. Surely he'll make that. Oh my god!
Both players set themselves up for Baconator turning 180 degrees away from the hole and hitting it back on the fairway. Garrett sinks his chip.
I've never seen anything like this.
A +5 will send him on to hole 8. He is on the second to last hole of this course.
Is this world record pace, Paul?
I'm not sure. I think the record's like 8 minutes or something. So this actually might record.
It might have a chance.
Baconator missing another easy putt as he sends it full power directly over the cup. As Garrett appears to be in another driver chip position on hole 8, and he sinks it. He'll be the first person moving on to hole 9. He is 2 holes ahead of Baconator at this point. I do not believe Baconator will be able to catch up unless something drastic happens to Garrett's run.
Or perhaps Brapstick.
Brapstick. Unless something Brapstick happens to Garrett. Baconator making it up on by the green on hole 8. Garrett needs one final chip in to finish this round. He
seems to go for the wedge on this one.
Oh,
he almost made it. But this is an easy putt for a world record.
If he does get this another 8 minutes.
Oh my god!
I thought for sure we would have a marathon world record, or not a marathon, a race. Garrett finally sinks his
Oh,
last driver chip, making it
that
into
is
the
an
cup
easy
on hole
second place.
9. 8:03, I believe that is a second place time for 9 hole. A plus 15 score, that's about how good I probably play. Baconator is attempting to finish out his match, putting himself in a position where he can get a nice chip in. I don't know if that's going to work, but it did. He caught the very bottom of the flag, sending him on to hole 9. We will let him finish this off, and I'd like to have a few words with these competitors after this to find out exactly what is going on. Baconator hitting onto the right island. He will attempt to hit it to the far island, barely hitting the rock and falling into the water. With many members of the chat claiming that DJ Brapp would play better if he had the controller. I believe Baconator will take a give up here to finish the round off. So we had Garrett finishing with just above an 8-minute time, and Baconator will be finishing around 9:30. So
which is still top 10.
About a minute and a half difference between our two competitors after this first round. All right, Baconator finishing up with a 9:34. What an interesting match that we just witnessed there.
A plus 38.
All right, I'd like to hear from both of our competitors here. First off, Garrett, are you here? Are you able to talk?
Yeah, I actually just got back from the golf course. What's up?
So you made your way all the way back from the 9-hole course to your house to chat. That is some commitment. Could you please explain what was going on in that round? We did not see a single putt from either player.
I was told by a little bird that if I were to make a putt into the hole using the putter, I would be cursed for life, and I would one day end up being baked into a loaf of bread.
I was told something very similar, except I was going to be baked into a Pop-Tart.
Do you guys
Is
think
it possible
that...
instead of hearing it by a little bird, you heard it by a little turd?
Oh,
Classic
DJ Brapp.
Brapp.
Do you guys think that the next round will go in a similar fashion?
No, I really hope not, because
So-
I'm very, very scared of that little bird.
Yeah.
DJ Brapp, please stop plugging your music right now. We'll save that towards the end. So
Road.
Alrighty, well, enough from you two. Let's get this second game underway. I'm sure the audience would like to see what will happen in the second round, if we will get a similar result with Garrett taking another game. So both players could please get ready. We'll do our countdown and we'll be off. The DJ Brapp, would you like to give the countdown?
I would. A 3, a 2, a 1, go.
And we are off into
Now,
our
now,
second
Paul,
round.
going into the second match, I'm very optimistic that the players will be able to make a putt.
I certainly hope so. As
Now
both,
that I'm learning this game of golf, which is completely foreign to me before this, wait a minute. What is going on here?
both players are, I believe, only using the wedge. That was a very short shot to even be an iron from the tee. They barely made it out of the rough and onto the fairway. I think we may be in this
I'm
one for the
confused right
long
now.
haul.
Is this a strategy in golf, Paul?
Not that I'm aware of. I have never seen anything like this. We're seeing consistent red line shots from both players as they attempt to crawl their way down the par 4 hole 1. We could be here a while. I wonder if they can actually make it to the green without giving up first.
Well,
This-
Paul, a birdie once told me you should never give up.
Well, hopefully we don't see it give up. I hope to see a complete round of golf here.
It seems like Garrett is going to make it to the green.
Garrett chipped in as Baconator hits his onto the green.
Oh my god!
Could this be the first putt that actually makes it in? It is. Garrett
Indeed!
his putt for a +4. Garrett hitting it precariously close to the water on hole 2. Baconator hits his tee shot on hole 2. Once again, we are crawling our way down the course as we attempt to get the ball in the hole. What is seemingly an easy objective is now very tough as both players are forced to only use the shortest shooting club in their arsenal. Garrett moving on to hole 3. Baconator should have
Maybe you
another...
pronounce a short-signal.
Are you allowed to say that?
Yeah.
This hole 3 could be a long one, considering it is a par 5. They will have quite a distance to make it to the hole. I expect to see times around 10 minutes for this round. Stroke 4, and Garrett is barely a third of the way to the hole as he hits a tree, further slowing his progress.
I cannot believe what I'm seeing right now, Paul.
Zenon is claiming that sub 10 9-hole will be real. I certainly hope.
Paul, I have an interesting question. Do you think if they use a wedge of cheese, they could be getting better shots here?
I do believe the springiness of a piece of cheese may actually hit the ball farther. I don't know why this strategy has not been adopted by these players yet. That's a very good comment, DJ Brad.
Exactly. I'm sure there's some sort of Walmart next to this golf course. I mean, why can't they just go there and buy some cheese and come back?
Garrett doing a full 360-degree turn before he hits his next shot. I wonder what that was all about. Both players are in almost the exact same location on the hole. Are they actually using the same meat?
I do not believe so, Paul. I'm pretty sure Baconator is former President Bill Clinton, and Garrett is his own father.
That makes sense. I should have known. They look very similar from the back with that gray hair. Garrett sinking his putt. He'll move on to hole 4 with a +7 score. It is a very good thing we are not playing for score. Baconator with a +6. I believe that was due to Garrett actually hitting one of his shots out of bounds.
You're correct, it was.
It appears these players will not be able to make their way over to the hole very easily.
Wait, maybe if they get to the bottom of it and do a full shot, they have a chance.
I don't believe that is possible. Garrett appears to be as close to the out-of-bounds area as he can, and still unable to hit it in the rough. It may be wind-dependent. I'm sure a strong north breeze would help the competitors in the situation. Garrett taking a very easy give-up as Baconator chooses to putt his for his give-up. Both players moving into hole 5 at around the same time.
It's really neck and neck, Paul.
It really is. I'm very surprised.
I know I've said this before, but again, I've never seen anything like this.
Garrett is taking a straight path into the water. Baconator hitting his into the water. I think we are seeing Garrett attempting to use DS strats with the wedge. I have never. He's done it. Garrett is staying on the water using nothing but the wedge.
I'm assuming he's trying to get all the way across using the wedge. I'm not sure how well it's going to work, but
I do not believe he'll be able to make it before giving up. Baconator inching his way along the shoreline without actually entering the water. I'm not sure what sort of strategy we are seeing here. Garrett could realistically give up faster if he used his putter, but I'm not sure if he knows about that. As he moves on to hole 6, let's see them attempt to cross this river here.
You know, Paul, I think a
Bennett,
possible explanation here would
hold on.
be
Was that an iron shot by Garrett?
that can't be right.
That can't be right. I was under the impression that both players could not use anything but the wedge, and I'm fairly certain I saw Garrett whip out the iron.
That that just can't be real.
Hmm. We'll have to have a discussion after this round to figure out
Oh my God! I just
what
used the iron.
Garrett hitting his shot all the way back to the tee area. Bacon hitting his in the river. Man, what a dumb name, River.
It is a pretty strange name, I will say.
Baconair is the first to actually make it out of hole 6. He caught up a lot of time there. I believe Garrett may have hit his shot back to the tee box because he knew he screwed up when he used the iron. I think that was a little bit of his conscience speaking there.
Yeah, I believe that he is now in play. I was originally going to think he was disqualified, but I believe that he is in line now.
He may have redeemed himself by hitting his shot back to the tee box and resetting.
I agree with that.
Allowing Baconair to take a lead over. I cannot even recall how many holes we've actually seen the ball enter the hole on. As we are seeing a lot of give-ups.
You know what, Paul? I'm going to be completely honest with you. I spilled some acid in my eyes before this match, and I haven't been able to see anything.
You haven't been able to see anything?
No, I haven't been able to see any of the shots. I've just been guessing.
Well, you're very spot on with your guesses. Baconair is the
I
first,
know. I was just
first
getting
to
lucky.
reach the green. As Garrett is still working his way over there. Baconair could sink this putt to move on to hole 8. And he ends up just under a foot shy of the cup.
My prediction is he makes it in the hole now. Oh, I was right.
Baconair will be moving on to hole 8. The second to the last hole that will be played here. This may be a little tricky to inch their way up the fairway on their way to the green, especially if you have a weird wind. That would be hard to account for. Baconair proving this correct as he does end up in the water. It appears Garrett has a strong south wind, which would make inching his way up this a lot more difficult. Yeah, 26 south wind. That will be hard to overcome as he makes his way to the green. And he finds himself in the water as well.
Baconator's on the green?
I do not believe we will be seeing a sub-10 this round. That would be quite the long shot, considering how far apart those islands are in hole 9. I believe Baconator will be able to take round 2 here and secure.
I want to be honest, this is really stressing me out.
You can't even see it.
What do you mean?
Did you say you just sprayed acid in your eye over the round?
Yeah?
You got nothing to be worried about then. Garrett moving on to hole 9. Well, I saw him whip out that iron. I was a little scared for him. But he did change back to the wedge.
When a man whips out his iron, you know something's about to go wrong. That's all. That's what my mama taught me.
Baconator, stroke 8. Garrett, stroke 2. I believe we will be seeing a victory by Baconator in this second game, which will be bringing us to a rubber match, a third round to see who will take the match. Baconator cutting is off, using the end of the island as a ring. I wonder if you hit it hard enough that you could actually make it to the other island.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Paul. I'm imagining if you use the putter hard enough, it would act like a ramp of some sort.
Baconator,
Baconator wins.
1038, losing 213 skill and also his pro class rank. What an unfortunate round for Baconator. Garrett is finishing off his round, attempting to disconnect. I'm not sure where he's attempting to go, considering he only has like 2 shots left before he's forced to give up.
Well, Paul, Paul,
he better
I
not use
found
that
it.
driver.
I found in my world that it sometimes is a dog eat dog type world. I don't know if you agree with me, but that's just how I feel.
I do. That does make perfect sense considering the situation. I believe Garrett just has to hit it in the water one more time. So Baconator finished around a 10:38. Garrett will be finishing about a minute later with an 11:35. That was the longest round of 9-hole I've ever witnessed with a plus 55 score. He lost even more skill points than Baconator. Once again, I'd like to get some runners' comments on this last round. Garrett and Baconator, could you guys both unmute for me, please?
Yes, I can.
That's such a long run back from hole 9. I had to run across all that water.
How'd you get across this island? Just run on the water?
I tried to swim, but then I drowned.
I actually did a tumbling motion across the shoreline.
How sophisticated. So, Garrett, I'll start with you. On hole 6, what was up with that iron shot? Were you scared that you were going to be disqualified?
I wasn't scared I'd be disqualified. I actually didn't notice I used the iron. But then I heard the commentator, either you or DJ Brapp, say that I used the iron, so I decided that it would be best to then go back to the iron and hit back to the tee box just to make it fair.
A very noble move. Do you believe that was what let Baconator slip ahead and take this round?
Maybe.
I don't know. I think it would have been tough to beat my hole 8.
I got 30 back, so yeah, I think I did lose time on hole 8.
Yes, Garrett,
okay.
Garrett, you were crawling your way up that fairway. It was taking quite a while with that 26 south wind. Well, as both of you know, or go ahead.
I actually
DJ
have
Brapp.
a question for Garrett. I have a question for Garrett.
What's up, DJ Brapp?
Can you describe to me what true love is like?
Well, I can't. Sorry to let you down, DJ Brapp, but you know, I've never experienced true love.
I've never experienced it before either. I'm never going to see it either after the acid spill.
I feel very bad for you, DK Brapp.
I'm sorry for your loss.
I will ask both competitors, are there any other special rules that we should be aware of for this third round?
None that I know of.
Unless DJ Brapp comes up with something, then probably not.
Yeah.
Any ideas?
I don't know. I can't. I mean, I'm just thinking about, farting and fart noises because that's kind of my thing. And I was wondering if you guys, because I know you guys get very excited when I fart. So I was wondering if I fart, you just spin around in excitement every time.
I think that can be arranged. How about you, Garrett?
Sounds like a plan, man.
So when DJ Brapp makes his Brapp noise, both competitors will have to pull a full 360 with their player before taking their next shot.
Ooh.
Are you guys in agreement?
I think we can agree on that.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Sounds good. Let's get you guys both ready. As you know, whoever wins this next round will be moving on to round 4 of the winner's bracket to face Wave, the number 6 seed. So best of luck to both of you.
Paul, I will count them down if you don't mind.
Go ahead, DJ Brapp. It's all yours. As long as both competitors are ready, they appear to be on the 9-hole game button.
Yep.
So go ahead.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Baconator a little late on the on starting his timer. I wonder if he was aware that you were going to be making that noise. I think you may have thrown him off. Baconator did a 360. Garrett did not. I don't know if we were counting that Brapp as.
I appreciate Baconator for counting it, but I will not hold it against Garrett for not.
I think Garrett should do a courtesy spin because Baconator did it because of the.
Garrett,
countdown.
please do a courtesy spin for us.
Both players on the green. There we go, Garrett. What a
Garrett's
team player!
courtesy spin.
What a team player! Baconator missing a driver chip from the fringe as Garrett makes an easy putt. For par, Baconator will be getting a bogey this one, actually.
Paul, I think it's time to make a brappinin' happening.
Whenever you're ready, DJ Brapp.
Nice
That is the signal for both players to pull a 360. That would have been a rough for Baconator if he were to do that before his driver chip. That probably would have thrown him off his bearings.
Garrett with the double spin!
With the 720 spin!
Nice shot.
I can't believe it. That reminds me of the Xbox 720.
Baconator choosing to not go for the island, paying the price by hitting it out of bounds, as Garrett does get a pretty good shot onto the island. Garrett landing in the bunker, as Baconator is attempting to navigate around our par 5 hole 3. And Garrett does appear to have quite a large lead at this point, especially if he can sink this putt. It appeared to be a difficult putt due to the slope of the hill, but he does make it in.
Oh,
Let's see if Baconator can... That's another signal from DJ Brapp for our players to pull a 360. That does take Garrett out of alignment for his driver chip. Will he be able to line himself up correctly? And he does. The Brapp does not take him off his game as he chips in for birdie on hole 4. Baconator already did his 360 on hole 3, so he'll get to skip it on hole 4. As Garrett goes for disconnect on hole 5. His first shot lands him on the water. Very nice. Baconator looking for his putt on hole 4 to move on to the same hole as Garrett. Garrett ending up almost on the green. That is puttable, but he may go for a driver chip. No.
now,
He opts for the wedge, barely missing the hole.
Nice approach.
Paul, I actually want to go one-on-one with you for a little bit.
You want
Nice
what?
birdie.
I want to go one-on-one with you with a little bit, man-to-man.
Okay.
How many times do you brap per day?
Brap per day? I'd say probably anywhere between 10 and 13 times. But there was one day this week where it was 14.
Ah, yes, you're a fart counter, as I hear.
I am.
Well, so am I. That's kind of my thing.
Garrett is already on the green on hole 6, as Baconator is just starting hole 6. That puts him about 2
Ooh.
shots ahead.
Smell what I'm talking about, baby!
It's another signal from DJ Brapp. The next shot from both players will have to be a 360 turn. That'll be Garrett's tee shot on hole 7. That will not be an issue for him. He'll just line himself up for that shortcut. Baconator still hoping he has good alignment for this skating through the bunker. Overshoots it a little bit. He will still be on the green, but the very back. Garrett hits his tee shot out of bounds. I'm very surprised to see that.
Can I say one thing? Can I have the players do a 360 if they've ever had a blood brap before?
A blood brap.
AKA blarded? AKA blarded? Can I have the players do a 360 if they've ever done that?
Garrett is confirming that is the case for him.
Oh, I see.
I don't know if Baconator has done that in his lifetime. He did not do a 360. That is okay. That is A-okay.
That's completely fine.
Everyone will have their first one at some point.
Exactly.
Garrett, with a unsuccessful disconnect on hole 8, actually sends him off the back of the island. He will have to redo that shot. Could this be an opening for Baconator to catch up, as he does sink his birdie putt to move on to hole 8?
And can I have one last?
Baconator opting for give-up struts on hole 8. It is slower than a birdie, but he may not want to go for that. Both players pulling what is probably their final 360 of the match, as Garrett only has a couple shots left of victory. Despite all that brapping and turning around, it's still looking to be a fairly respectable time for both runners. Faster than some that we've seen.
That's why I'm petitioning the
tournament.
mods of Wii Sports to add a brap percent.
Garrett sending his driver chip flying over the edge of the island.
Oh,
Honestly,
That's
these
just-
times. Oh, Garrett.
yeah, good job, Garrett.
Garrett sinking his chip for a 6-15. That is actually better than some of the times we've seen by other players.
Oh my God, I forgot. That's a record by 2 minutes, Paul.
It is. I don't think we'll see a player like Garrett ever again. Shattering the
I don't
record.
think so.
Baconator attempting to navigate to the final island. I'm sure he just wants this match to be over with at this point. Getting a couple unfortunate shots off the island. I think the brapping may have been too much for his body. I don't think he was prepared for the physical demands of this match.
Well, I understand that. My doctor personally said I need to stop. I need to stop rapping because some of my internal organs have been starting to come out. If you catch my drift.
Well, you better listen to your doctor because we definitely want you around for the next tournament to commentate, or if you would even like to compete, that is a possibility. I think
That is a great idea.
DJ Brapp could make it quite far in this tournament, despite not having any experience with golf. Baconator sinks a putt. We're 731, I believe. Great round by both competitors. They had a lot to overcome, but Garrett will pull out the win for this match.
He'll pull out the win, and I'll pull out the win.
Thank you, DJ Brapp. I'd like to have a word with both our competitors one more time just to close this out. Baconator, Garrett, how do you guys feel after that last round?
I feel a little
exhausted after all that brapping. My body was not ready for the physical demands, and after hole 5, it just couldn't take any more braps.
I lived my life as a closeted blarder, but I couldn't help but spin around when asked if I've ever blarded.
So
I had not blarded up to that point, but then if you noticed, I did an extra spin on hole 9, and that was my first blart.
So it is safe to assume that there was more brapping than you guys thought would be in this tournament.
By far.
Now, I would like to say, is it okay if I play a sample of my song? Since you guys let me be here.
You're tooting tunes, DJ Brapp.
Absolutely, go for it.
And with that, I bid you adieu. Bye-bye, boys.
Thank you very much, DJ Brapp. That will be all for me for this round. Thank you, everyone who tuned in. And thank you to our competitors for being here. Any final words from either of our competitors before we close this out?
If you ain't brapping, you capping. Good night, folks.